I'm George Barros, Russia team lead here at the Institute for the Study of War. Today I'm going to be giving a briefing on the situation in Ukraine, starting in northern Ukraine, working my way around the map going clockwise. The Russian Air Force has been conducting a new wave of glide bomb strikes against Kharkiv City in recent weeks, a notable development that could be part of shaping operations designed to set conditions for a Russian offensive against Kharkiv City later this year, potentially in late spring or early summer. The Kharkiv-Luhansk line hasn't changed much over the past 3 months since Russian forces seized the villages of Debayevka and Khokmalne in January and February. Donetsk Oblast is the epicenter of Russian forces' current offensive efforts, and is likely Russian forces' current priority. There are 3 major areas where Russian forces are conducting ground offensives in Donetsk Oblast. First, and most importantly, Russian forces are conducting ground offensive operations near Chasiv Yar, a town west of Bakhmut with a pre-war population of about 12,000. Russian forces have been intensifying these attacks against Chasiv Yar since making their first advances towards the city's eastern outskirts on April 4. If Russian forces manage to seize Chasiv Yar, then they would have a straight shot at advancing towards Konstantinivka and Drushkivka, operationally significant fortress cities that constitute the backbone of Ukraine's defense of Donetsk Oblast. Russian forces are also conducting offensive operations in northern Donetsk Oblast near Temne. Finally, Russian forces are also attacking in the Avdiivka direction, with Russia's forces seemingly trying to reinforce their tactical successes and advance towards the operationally significant city of Pokrovsk. Russian forces' operational tempo in Donetsk Oblast increased since late March, and we've increasingly seen Russian forces conduct platoon and company-level mechanized frontal assaults with tank and mechanized vehicle support. Operational tempo on the Donetsk-Zaporizhia Oblast line has been relatively slow. Russian forces have conducted tactical counterattacks in the areas where Ukrainian forces made their own tactical gains during the 2023 counteroffensive, and Russian forces have reversed some of those gains, south of Velika Novosilka and near Robotyne, though the Russian gains in this sector of the front have been pretty small, and the sector as a whole has remained relatively static. There's been very little change in Kherson Oblast, as the Dnipro River continues to be a significant barrier to movement and maneuver. The Russian Ministry of Defense prematurely declared victory in February, claiming that Russian forces cleared Krinky, though available evidence still indicates that Ukrainian forces maintain a tenuous foothold here. Russian forces currently maintain the initiative in Ukraine, and they dictate the tempo, timing, and location of Russian offensive operations. Russian forces have gained ground and have seized over 360 square kilometers of territory since January 1st, an area equivalent to the size of Detroit. Ukrainian forces will likely continue to lose ground this year, at least until Ukrainian forces receive a badly needed resupply. Thank you, and remember to follow ISW for more updates.